Is Fantasmic construction nearing completion? There's a cheese shortage in Disney World? Robot security guards? Chef Art Smith is moving to the Orlando airport? All these questions and more will be answered if you keep watching. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. It's time to talk some Disney news. Is construction on Disney World's Fantasmic complete? Well, Disney's already revealed that Fantasmic will return in 2022, this year, but has not yet released an official reopening date. We do know the show will feature new stunt performers, new characters, new animation, and more. And in the meantime, we've watched the ongoing construction at the Fantasmic Amphitheater at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Well, we now have a new update thanks to an aerial photo by BioReconstruct. Over on Twitter, the photo shows that the refurbishment on the amphitheater is close to complete and the moat has water in it again. That means we're one step closer to seeing Fantasmic soon, right? Well, here's what the iconic Steamboat Willie boat looks like right now. So we hope that Disney World will make an announcement soon about when we can expect to see Fantasmic again. We are so ready. As soon as we know anything, we'll let you know too. Well, folks, it's the end of an era. You know the iconic purple road signs that once signaled your arrival in Disney World? Well, they're changing. We already noticed a color change when we saw the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser added to an exit sign, but now the change is official and we'll be seeing a big roadway sign makeover in Disney World soon. The Walt Disney World ambassadors announced on Instagram that all Disney World roadway signs are receiving a color makeover in the form of a bright blue and yellow color palette inspired by the Disney World Gateway sign, which was refreshed back in December 2020. The Gateway sign was repainted to this rich blue color, which will now coordinate with the new roadway sign colors, and according to the Disney World ambassadors, the new road sign colors will be rolling out throughout Disney World's 50th anniversary. Express service is really gone. In its place, there are lots of transportation options that will take guests to and from the airport in Orlando for a price. Think of the Sunshine Flyer like an old Magical Express bus with a little bit of railroad flair. After a few weeks of anticipation, the Sunshine Flyer is up and running. This week was the first day of operation for it. If you're traveling with the Sunshine Flyer, you can find their buses in the main terminal building at the Orlando International Airport in Terminal B. You'll need to head down to Level 1 to find them. We spotted one of these whimsical buses transporting guests around Disney World. If you see a bus that looks like a train, just know you found the Sunshine Flyer. It's always nice to have options, so we're happy to see another transportation company come in with new buses. Could robot security guards possibly come to the Orlando theme parks? Well, robot security guards could be coming, according to the Orlando Sentinel. Robotic Assistance Devices has created the Roameo, ROAMEO 2.0, which is short for Rugged Observation Assistance Mobile Electronic Officer. It's 6.5 feet tall, 750 pounds, and moves around on 4 wheels. The robot units are debuting in theme parks for the first time at Six Flags Over Texas in Arlington this week as part of a pilot project where they'll patrol parking lots during operational hours and roam the theme parks after close. Next week, one will be sent to Six Flags Magic Mountain in California. The Vice President of Security and Safety for Six Flags says that Six Flags robots are programmed to recognize when people are in a restricted area, but they will not be responding to or collecting information on specific individuals. So basically, the robots are looking at what a person is doing and notifying actual human security guards if they identify an issue, who will then respond. CEO of Robotic Assistance Devices, Steve Reinhardt, says he has his sights set on Orlando next, according to the Orlando Sentinel. He said the company is in talks with Orlando theme park companies, but did not say which ones. Reinhardt says he expects to be in at least one theme park in Orlando by the end of the calendar year. Disney spokesperson Jackie Waller said Disney is not in contact with RAD. These robots are designed to supplement human security personnel, but can also perform the same duties as regular security staff, according to Reinhardt. He said, "We don't have some kind of mission of replacing security guards." Reinhardt sees this technology as a way to close those gaps and fill security guard jobs that can't be filled by anybody else. Roameo has an expected 5-year lifespan, according to the company. The cost of devices was not disclosed. Disney has shared that the debut of the Disney Wish cruise ship will be delayed until July 14th, 2022. This is 5 weeks after its maiden voyage was supposed to happen on June 9th. Construction on the Wish is taking longer than planned, with the delays being partially due to the pandemic. The Disney Cruise Line will be sending out emails to guests who had reserved a trip on one of the sailings that have been canceled. These emails will include a few different options for guests to reschedule or cancel their trip. If you'd booked a trip on the maiden voyage June 9th, you will automatically be shifted shifted to the new maiden voyage on July 14th, and you will also be offered a 50% discount. But if that new date won't work for your schedule, you can choose a 50% discount on a future Disney cruise departing by December 31st, 2023, or a full refund. For guests who had booked a trip on another canceled sailing before July 14th, you will be able to choose a 50% discount on a future Disney cruise departing by December 31st, 2023, or a full refund. New bookings for the Disney Wish are currently on pause. For now, you won't be able to see the affected sailings on the Disney Cruise Line website. Starting February 8th, you'll be able to book a new trip on the Disney Wish, and itineraries should be visible once again on the DCL website. We've got a cruise line COVID update for you next. Previously, the Disney Cruise Line required all guests to participate in a COVID-19 test on the day of embarkation and the day of debarkation. If guests tested positive for COVID-19 during the embarkation test, they would not be allowed on the ship, and anyone in their group would also not be allowed to board. Now there's a new policy called 90-Day Recovered, which addresses the possibility that guests will continue to test positive for COVID-19 even after they've recently recovered from the virus. If you have recovered from COVID-19 sometime between 11 days and 90 days before your Disney cruise, you may be considered 90-day recovered. In this case, you will not be required to participate in the COVID-19 testing before or during your cruise. To become exempt from this testing, you'll need to submit several documents to the Safe Passage website, the same site where all the passengers must submit their proof of vaccination or negative COVID-19 test. The required documents include a copy of your previous positive COVID-19 test dated between 11 days and 90 days before your sail date, a signed letter from your doctor stating that you have recovered from COVID-19 and are clear to travel, and proof of vaccination. With those documents and approval from the Disney Cruise Line, you will be exempt from the COVID-19 testing. In all other cases, passengers will be required to complete a COVID-19 test before boarding the ship. In honor of February Black History Month, Disney is bringing back its Celebrate Soulfully event. Disney Springs will offer a variety of special entertainment for Black History Month, including the return of featured artists performing everything from jazz to R&B and maybe even some pop hits. Be on the lookout for colorful new murals and art displays throughout Disney Springs, and you may even find some references to the new Disney Plus series The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. While you're at Disney Springs, make sure to check out the special merchandise collections sold at different stores, like Under Armour's Black History Month collection. Disney also announced that guests can expect to find some returning treats featuring characters from Soul and The Princess and the Frog at Amorette's Patisserie and the Ganachery. Look out for special menus at other Disney Springs locations too, like Wine Bar George, Chef Art Smith's Homecoming, House of Blues, STK, and CityWorks. Disney notes that across the Walt Disney World Resort, Cooking with Soul featured menu items will spotlight soul food dishes and the talented chefs that create them. While in Epcot, you can stop by the American Adventure to see Disney's special exhibit of the evolution of jazz. The Soul of Jazz and American Adventure can teach you a lot about music and culture. Did you know this exhibit even traveled to museums all across the country? And you can see it just with the cost of your Epcot ticket. Throughout the month of February, Disney will have special viewings of movies like Soul and Remember the Titans during their Movies Under the Stars events. And there are so many ways to celebrate Black History Month. This is just a sampling of all the exciting things available at Disney World coming up this month. Head to our website at disneyfoodblog.com for all the details. Heading over to restaurant and snack news, we've got February's Gideon's Cookie for the month of Valentine's Day. They're bringing pure passion to their confections with a new cookie, new cake, and cold brew options. The February cookie is called the... As always, it's $6. The cake of the month is the Eternal Flame Cake, which is a 3-layer double frosted chocolate work of art. The cake has a layer of red cherry buttercream inside and is covered with chocolate fudge buttercream that's been infused with a little bit of Eternal Flame spice. A slice of cake is $9. On top, there are beautiful cherry-flavored roses and a red ganache strip. This cake is available by the slice and only available on Saturdays and Sundays in February. There's also a limit of 2 slices per customer. The cold brew flavor for this month is called Fire and Iced Coffee, which is a smooth mocha nitro cold brew with a warm, spicy finish. There are red sugar crystals on top as well, and this love potion is available every day, all month long at Gideon's. And if you're feeling a little spicy, you can ask for some extra heat in your drink. This one is also $6. As always, Gideon's has a new character and story behind these treats. Valentina Braca is the face of this month's collection, and Gideon's has said that she's the source of the secret history of Valentine's Day. Very mysterious. There's a new merchandise collection for the February treats as well that features Valentina, including a t-shirt, sticker, and print. You can get the shirt and sticker online or in the stores, but the print is only available online. And for all the pin collectors out there, there are a couple of new pins that celebrate that fire and iced coffee, including a fire gargoyle or an ice gargoyle. So what does DFB think of this month's items? Overall, everything is good. Gideon's can never do us wrong. The cookie is very, very heavy on the chocolate and cherry flavors, but it was not too spicy for us. The cake is absolutely delicious. The buttercream is great, and the cherry flavor is a lot more subtle than in the cookie. And here's the kicker. Out of all three items, the coffee wins in the heat category. Ironic for an iced coffee, right? The coffee was kind of strong, but the heat was very intense. It lingers in the back of your throat and stays with you. It's like a peppery, hot cayenne type of spice. You for sure have to be able to tolerate spice on that one. Those are all the special items at Gideon's for February in Disney Springs, but you know what? Pay attention to their social media profiles. I'm sure they're going to surprise us. And we've got even more Gideon's news. Remember the Rainbow Crunch cake we had last year from Gideon's Bakehouse in Disney Springs as part of Pride Month? Well, in case you missed it, this was a giant 3-layer vanilla confetti cake slice, all done up in rainbow colors with marshmallow buttercream and cake crumbs. Just look at that glorious, colorful icing. Well, we've got some great news. That cake is back. Unlike before, though, this time it's sticking around for longer. Gideon's Bakehouse announced that it would be part of their regular menu as part of their Pride Day Friday lineup. The cake will be available at their Disney Springs and East End Market locations every Friday, and there's no stop date set, so you can hopefully enjoy it for many Fridays to come. That's right, you can now eat this cake every Friday, folks. All right, we've got restaurant reopening news. Ale and Compass is fully open again at Disney's Yacht Club Resort. This restaurant features breakfast, lunch, and dinner throughout the day. Breakfast from 7:30 to 11, lunch from 11:30 to 2, and dinner from 5 to 9. Ale and Compass has been serving breakfast for a while, but now there are even more options to choose from. In addition to a la carte entrees, you can enhance your breakfast with buffet items like pastries, fresh fruit, yogurt parfaits, and house-made cheddar biscuits with country gravy. The buffet is $23 and includes seasonal fruit, assorted yogurt parfaits, chilled overnight oats, assorted breakfast pastries, house-made granola, those cheddar biscuits with country sausage gravy, and warm cinnamon rolls. Definitely a good deal for $23. Lunch service is also back at Ale and Compass. Up until now, you could only go for breakfast and dinner, but if you're needing a midday meal, you can now return for lunch. Ale and Compass has a gastropub-inspired interior, and they serve up New England comfort food. Some of their lunch items include burgers, fish tacos, salads, and a plant-based protein bowl. And we can't mention Ale and Compass lunch without giving a shout out to that wonderful truffle butter grilled cheese. We are so happy that another restaurant in Disney World is back to its normal operations. For our full reviews of breakfast, lunch, and dinner, head to our bar and grill has officially reopened in Disney World. The restaurant is located at Disney's Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa. And if you've never stayed at this hotel, odds are you might not have ventured all the way to Saratoga 2020, but the restaurant itself has remained closed since Disney World shut down in March of 2020. The restaurant's now open for dinner and offers standard American fare. You'll find appetizers like French onion soup and a chopped salad. For entrees, there are a number of choices including steaks, pork, salmon, and more. Though some are returning items, there are some new menu items that have arrived at the restaurant as well. The new items include the New York Cider Braised Mussels appetizer, which is flavored with garlic, chorizo, fennel, Fresno chili, and apple cider topped with grilled baguette. And there are also some new entrees like that grilled pork chop and braised lamb tagliatelle. And for dessert, you can try the new New York cheesecake. Head to our website to see the full review of this restaurant. Now, Disney definitely fooled us with this next one. We eat a ton of snacks here at DFB, and they can't all be winners. As part of the 50th anniversary snack collection, Disney came up with a few different variations of what they're calling the 1971 meal. For $19.71, guests can order a meal that includes an entree, fountain beverage, and special 50th anniversary chocolate cake pop. Sounds fun, right? There are 3 quick service locations in the Magic Kingdom offering a 1971 meal. Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe offers a barbecue chicken sandwich topped with kale slaw, served with Walt's chili and cheese fries, a fountain beverage, and a 50th anniversary themed cake pop. Over at Casey's Corner, the 1971 meal features Walt's chili and cheese all-beef hot dog with french fries, a fountain beverage, and the cake pop. Finally, the third version of the 1971 meal is served at Pecos Bill Tall Tale Inn and Cafe in Frontierland. This one comes with beef nachos. We had great nachos. These are the same nachos you can order pretty much all the time at Pecos Bill's, and they taste the same. They're warm and filling and would be a great shareable meal. No complaints on the nachos. Now let's discuss this cake pop. Truthfully, this little guy is the whole reason we ordered the 1971 meal. The cake pop is made with chocolate cake and blue-colored white chocolate icing with gold sugar sprinkles, and to put it simply, this was the saddest cake pop we've ever had. It did not look like the pictures. It was so teeny tiny we had to question its value, and it was extremely dry. Unfortunately, this is the total opposite of what you want a cake pop to be. The only thing we liked about it was the white chocolate coating. We found that the texture was chewy and closer to a brownie than a cake, which is okay, but it was just so dry. We wanted to like it, we really did, but if you're looking for a sugary, sweet, moist cake pop, this isn't it. Our cake pop may have come from a bad batch though, and the Pecos Bills nachos are always a treat. Overall, we think you'd be better off with something else, but if you're dying to try that cake pop, you might get luckier than we did. And later this week, we found another cake pop that totally makes up for that last one. Introducing the new Valentine's Day Chocolate Cherry Blondie Pop. You can find this treat over at Gasparilla Island Grill at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. The pop is basically a yellow cake with chocolate chips and cherries baked in that's then coated in dark chocolate and topped with sprinkles and white chocolate drizzle. You can get it for $5.99. The cherry flavor is pretty light unless you get a whole cherry in your bite, then the flavor's definitely there. And the cake is kind of crumbly, so you might want a napkin or a plate if you're eating this so you don't drop any pieces. You can get yours through February 15th. Now this is the strawberry cake donut from Everglazed Donuts and Cold Brew in Disney Springs. It's a limited time offering, so we had to get over there to taste it for ourselves. This is a strawberry cake donut with a light glaze on the outside for $4.75. Seems simple enough, right? This donut had a slightly crunchy exterior and was perfectly soft on the inside. It also wasn't too dense like a lot of cake donuts can be. But after a few bites, the strawberry flavor started to taste a little more artificial than we would have liked. We did find a lot of tiny strawberry pieces on the inside though, so it's not all artificial. And if you're a fan of strawberries and cake donuts, you'll probably like this one. But if you're more of a fan of yeast donuts, like the light and airy ones from Krispy Kreme, then this one is not going to be for you. Also, if you hate the taste of artificial fruit flavor, then maybe try something else, like an actual chocolate-covered strawberry from Amorette's. If you want to try this one, head on over to Everglazed and get it for $4.75. But hurry, because this is only a seasonal menu item. We don't know how long it'll be around. Now let's talk Valentine's beignets. Disney recently released a huge list of all the Valentine's Day treats coming to Disney World, which includes 2 Valentine's Day beignets at Scat Cats Club Cafe and Disney's Port Orleans French Quarter Hotel. The 2 returning beignets are the Cinnamon Valentine's Day Mickey beignets and the Baton Rouge beignets. The Cinnamon Valentine's Day Mickey beignet is a Mickey-shaped beignet topped with cinnamon candy drizzle and Valentine's Day icing along with crushed cinnamon candies for $3.49. It's really pretty, but it looks a bit different from what we saw in 2020. We could smell the cinnamon from pretty far away. The icing was great and we love the texture of the beignet, but note that the larger sugar crystals aren't crunchy sugar. They're actual pieces of candy that might get stuck in your teeth. You can really taste the red hot candy too, so keep in mind that if that's not your thing, it was pretty spicy. They weren't bad, but they also weren't serving us wow vibes. Still, if you like cinnamon and red hot candy, you'll probably enjoy this holiday treat. The Baton Rouge Port Orleans French Quarter Hotel through February 28th, so make sure you head there before they're gone. And never been to the Nomad Lounge in Animal Kingdom? You need to go. Nomad Lounge is connected to Tiffin's on Discovery Island. It has large lounge chairs and a big bar, and the outside has a really nice deck in the shade where you can feel like you're in. Introduce the mandazi to the menu, which is a fried dough tart that's believed to have originated on the Swahili coast of Africa, sort of like a beignet. And you can get an order of 3 for $10. They come dusted in powdered sugar with 2 dipping sauces, bourbon, praline, caramel, and coffee cream. If you like beignets, you should enjoy these. They're a nice light dessert or snack to have while you hang out at Nomad Lounge, but if you only get one dessert while at Nomad, we still think those gluten-free churros are the winner here. Okay, we've got a scary cheese update for you, and if you've been following us for a while, you know how we feel about plastic cheese in Disney World. We love it. You know, that golden plastic-looking cheese that comes with Mickey pretzels and corn dog nuggets is the kind of cheese that isn't necessarily the world's finest cheese. I'm not actually sure there's a lot of food in there, but it does exactly what it needs to do. It's a classic. So what's with all the cheese talk? Well, the latest victim of Disney's supply chain issues seems to be cheese. On a normal visit to Disney's Hollywood Studios, we love to recommend the Bavarian pretzel with beer cheese fondue and spicy mustard at Baseline Tap House. It's salty and warm and huge, and the dips are real good. You can buy it for $9, which is pretty good for a very large pretzel and 2 quality dipping sauces. Well, during our recent visit to Baseline, we ordered the Bavarian pretzel, and at this point we were informed, according to an apologetic cast member, that Disney's currently out of beer cheese. Instead, we were given this substandard plastic cheese that tasted like melted American cheese. We don't mind American cheese, we don't mind plastic cheese, We love it, but this was not as good as the normal beer cheese dip. It was also different from that classic plastic cheese that we all know and love. We also had a similar experience over at Pongu Pongu in Disney's Animal Kingdom. When we ordered the Navi-sized pretzel, we were given something closer to plastic cheese instead of the regular beer cheese sauce included with the snack. The pretzel served here is $11.29. Now we're hoping this beer cheese shortage is over soon. We already missed that incredible dipping sauce, but you know we will keep you updated on this developing story. All right, we got a new restaurant coming to the Orlando airport, and if you love comfort food, this one's going to be for you. We already knew that Chef Art Smith would be getting his first restaurant at the Orlando International Airport at some point in the future, but thanks to a Facebook post from his page, we now know the Sunshine Diner will be opening this summer. In his post, he says, "Don't expect anything like any of our other restaurants. It'll be unique and part of my dream to revitalize the American diner." He also shared some concept art for the new location, which seems to be mostly decorated in pastel hues of orange and yellow. One side of the restaurant will feature banquette seating, while the other has a counter with bar stools. If we had to compare it to a current Disney World restaurant, the look reminds us a bit of Beaches and Cream Soda Shop at Disney's Beach Club Resort. We can't wait to check this out in person. Looks like it's going to be a great stop for travelers. We'll let you know when Chef Art Smith announces an official opening date. And we got some merchandise news for you. The Star Wars Hotel has clothing available online. If you're one of the lucky few going on the Star Cruiser, we've got some news for you. Or news for any Star Wars fan, really. We've already gotten a look at some of the clothing pieces that will be available on the ship, but now a lot of those items are available on Shop Disney too, so you can arrive for your journey in style. We got this awesome Star Wars captain's jacket for kids. This one's $79.99. It'll be great if your little one needs to take over piloting the ship on the bridge, which they just might. Next, there's the Star Wars Saber Trainer tunic for adults, because you gotta have an outfit for when you go to saber training on the ship. Adults tunic is $79.99. The kids version is $59.99. If you're a big fan of Princess Leia's dad, you can grab this Senator Bail Organa Security Aid jacket for adults for $149.99. There's also a Senator Bail Organa Security Aid tunic for adults available for $69.99. We mentioned Padme before, and of course she has her own fashionable piece in the collection. Check out this amazing Padme Amidala cloak for adults for $149.99, and don't worry, there is a kids version as well for $79.99. Now before your kiddo sneaks off to find that hidden engineering room, they'll need the proper attire. This Star Wars Mechanics jumpsuit for kids is perfect and costs $99.99. For a formal look, maybe to hang out at the Sublight Lounge, try out this Star Wars formal tunic. For adults, $69.99 and kids, $49.99. For a dressier look, you can get this hooded Star Wars black dress for $149.99. It's perfect if you want to join the dark side. And live out all your childhood dreams with one of the most famous movie looks of all time, Princess Leia's dress for adults. All you need now are those two giant hair buns on each side of your head. Get this dress for $124.99, and of course there's a kids version for $99.99. There you have it. Those are all the new Star Wars clothing items that just dropped online, so you can get ready for your trip on the Star Cruiser or just to wear around your house, which is also perfectly acceptable. Valentine's Day is only a few weeks away, and just like it does with every other holiday, Disneyland knows how to celebrate. There's a ton of stuff coming to Disneyland to celebrate love, like these glittery mini ears, and we're so excited to announce that they're finally here. We caught wind of these ears a little while ago, and we're instantly hyped to find them in the parks. They're super cute, super pink, glittery mini ears, and you can get them for $29.99 in Disneyland. We've got some pink princess mini ears. We first saw the reimagined pink princess ears listed on Shop Disney a few days ago. Unfortunately, they sold out online, but don't despair, you can now find them in Animal Kingdom. We spotted them at Discovery Trading Company Thursday morning. The Disney princess ears are $29.99 and have a pink background fabric, but the sequins on the ears are a variety of colors: blue, yellow, gray, black, green, so it gives them a bit of an iridescent look. In the middle, there's a shiny silver tiara in lieu of a bow, and the tiara even has little pearl accents. Pretty fancy. These ears are definitely going to be popular. We'll be on the lookout for them to arrive in other parks and to land on Shop Disney again, so stay tuned to DFB. More mini ears? You bet! These are the fuzzy tie-dye mini ears. We've actually seen these in Disneyland before, just not on the East Coast yet. We saw them over in Discovery Trading Company in the Footprints room in Animal Kingdom, and then we found them in Magic Kingdom in the Emporium. They're $29.99. They've got pink, orange, purple, and a little bit of yellow tie-dye across the ears, and as you can see, the bow is a fuzzy pink Sherpa. Okay, we've got a new, really expensive 50th anniversary item available online. Normally, we are all about helping you save money when it comes to Disney World, but this is one we have to talk about. The 50th Anniversary Express O-Gauge ready-to-run electric train set by Lionel is a special souvenir that forms part of Disney World's massive 50th Anniversary merch collection. We've previously seen this item in the parks, but now it's available online as well. Now, this train set is the real deal. It comes with a locomotive and tender, boxcar, chasing gondola, caboose, 8 pieces of curved track, 3 pieces of straight track, terminal section, a remote, and more. And anybody who has a kid who loves trains like I do knows what all of those words mean. The designs on these train pieces are so fun. They're covered in 50th anniversary prints and fan favorite characters. Whether you're a big fan of trains or you just want a unique item to celebrate the 50th anniversary, this could be a great choice for you. But here's the thing, this train ain't cheap. If you want to bring home this 50th anniversary train set, you gotta shell out a whopping $500. Yep, $500. That is far from cheap. But if this train is one of those items you've gotta have, you gotta grab it now online. All right. This week, the long-awaited reopening happened at Hollywood Studios over at Tatooine Traders by Star Wars. We noticed something different inside the store. The Build Your Own Lightsaber station is open again. This service had been closed for a few months now due to supply shortages, but we're happy to see it reopened. You can get a single-blade lightsaber for $30 or a dual-blade lightsaber for $45. There were plenty of pieces to choose from, and it was a fun time as always. This is a great, affordable way to get a custom lightsaber. We're happy to see the affordable Build Your Own Lightsaber activity is back. But don't mix this up with the Savi's Workshop $200 version over there in Galaxy's Edge. And speaking of lightsabers, Disney World, we love it when you surprise us with random stuff. This week we found the most epic piece of random merchandise ever, a dinosaur lightsaber. Like, who even knew there were dinosaurs in Star Wars? Okay, we technically know this isn't really a lightsaber, but it's still a cool dinosaur light-up wand thing that we are going to continue to call a lightsaber. Anyway, is this the dino that Dr. Seeker wants to go get? I hope so. This is certainly one of the more unique souvenirs you're going to find at Disney World, and if this is something you need in your life, which you probably do, you can find it at the Dino Institute shop next to Dinosaur at Disney's Animal Kingdom. As you can see, it lights up just like a lightsaber, and the hilt is a cool dino. We're not saying we're obsessed, but, well, okay, yes, we're obsessed. Who needs to go to Savi's Workshop and spend hundreds of dollars on a lightsaber when you can find something like this, right? I know. I'm just joking. But we can't imagine any dinosaur-loving folks out there being able to turn this baby down. In the meantime, we'll just pretend dinosaurs exist in Star Wars while we swing this around to defeat a prehistoric Darth Vader. And that concludes all the Disney Parks news for this week. If you would like all the latest news sent directly to you, sign up for our newsletter. It's totally free. All the latest updates are sent straight to your inbox, and the link to sign up is in the description box below. Thanks for listening, everyone. Thanks for watching. As always, I'm AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.